Hi, I'm Anderson, and welcome back to the Charger Sports Report. Last week, the Oxford Charger basketball team played in their final regular season game. 8 seniors were honored for their contributions to the OHS basketball teams over the years. Senior DJ Davis was honored for scoring over 1,000 points in his career. Quote, "It felt really good seeing all of my hard work pay off, and I'm so appreciative of the moment and very grateful." The night was capped off by senior manager Wells Shipman with a 3-point shot and an 85-53 win. Earlier this week, the OHS boys soccer team won their first game in the MHSAA playoffs against Tupelo. They're seeking another postseason run.
So the boys program has been an interesting year because we've had them kind of training and preparing for the season like through the spring. They worked really hard after our playoff loss last year and really kind of committed to the group and the team and decided that they were going to go and try to do something really special.
We've had like a lot of really good games, a few good comebacks. It's been pretty good. There's been ups and downs. Certainly it could have been a lot better, but obviously there's things to work on, and we're going to do that before playoffs. So far so good, yeah.
I think the biggest challenge is just trying to keep everybody just focused on the day-to-day and not get too ahead of themselves. You know, we've been talking about the next game is the most important game. And like I said, not looking ahead and not really looking back either, but just focus on the next opportunity in front of you. And so, you know, that's probably been the biggest challenge so far, just keeping everybody focused in the moment.
Biggest challenge, I'd say struggle to play with intensity sometimes. That and just like a tight schedule, so many games each week, it can be tiring at times. Doing that school at the same time for everybody can be a challenge.
So early in the year, like I said, excited to get started, but then as we kind of went through and adapted to, you know, the season itself, just being able to, like I said, compartmentalize everything and focus on the next game, and they've done a very, very good job of that, even now as we prepare for playoffs.
Obviously, I mean, every team's goal is state championship. We've got a few teams on our way to do that, but just got a few games we have to win, make it a playoffs, and then just go from there and win as many games as we can.
The OHS baseball team will begin their season next week as the Chargers play against Kirk Academy. The Chargers are seeking another state championship run this season. The OHS softball team will also begin their season next week as they play against Myrtle. The OHS powerlifting team has recently begun their season with many new achievements.
So the girls just got done lifting in regionals. We won that. We had 9 first place finishers, 1 second place finisher, so 10 girls advanced, which is great. Did really, really well with that.
Continuing going to practices, doing the full workouts, and just staying committed and staying dedicated and finish what you got to do.
You know, I think the biggest thing is at this stage with region to North Half to state is just to try to get as many lifters as you can through and give us an opportunity as a team to do well and individually to do well. So I'm excited about it. It should be a lot of fun. I think the biggest challenge for us, for the girls, I think you know the biggest challenge was just picking our 12 people because you only get 12. You know, and we had 28 or 30 girls or something like that, and they all were great, you know. And so Coach Boos, who's our head coach, you know, he had to narrow it down to 12 and ask our opinions from assistant coaches and everything else. And so that was the toughest challenge for the girls, you know, just narrowing it down.
The biggest challenge we've had so far is the snow week that we had recently, because between our invitational and regionals that we just had, we took a week and a half off with no workouts. So having regionals last week was sort of a challenge because we're still waking up for our meals.
I think the goal, you know, is always the same. You know, I think the goal is to everybody reach their unique potential. You know, I know you hear that a lot, but whatever our potential is as a team, you know, I hope we reach that. So for the girls, you know, one region. So let's get to the next step, you know, and win North Half, and let's get to the next step and see if we can make some noise at state and hopefully win a state championship.
Well, that's all the time we have. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media to keep up with all the sports content. and visit thechargeronline.com to read stories and more. And don't forget to come back next time on the Charger Sports Report.